All right, y'all, it's notes time. We are doing notes on how to convert a fraction to a decimal to a percent. So we're going to start by making a foldable. You need a plain sheet of paper, a pair of scissors, and a pencil. I am using a pen so that you can see what I'm writing, but I prefer you to be using a pencil. Start with your plain sheet of paper, fold it in half. I think I used to call this hamburger style. You can call it whatever you want, but fold it in half. And then turn it up and fold it in half again so that you will have 4 squares when you're done. Open it up, drop it, and you can see those 4 squares. Now, when you have it open, I want you to take the right side and fold it halfway in to where that line is that you just made, that crease. Crease it down. I like to make it very much so a crease, so it stays. Flip it to the other side and do the same thing. Fold it into that line. If at any point in time I'm going too fast for you, feel free to pause the video and replay it so you can figure out what's going on. Okay, this is one flap right here, or one door, as I say. I want it to be 2, so I'm going to, on the line I already creased, I'm going to use my scissors and cut it into where there's 2 doors. Do the same to the other side so that we have a total of 4 doors. And now you have made your foldable where you have 1, 2, 3, 4 doors. Next thing you're going to do once you make your foldable with 4 doors is you are going to label them. And you are going to label each one, top left, fraction to decimal, F to D, see my little arrow right here. The next one you're going to label decimal to fraction, D to F. Down here on the bottom left you're going to do percent to decimal, P to D, and decimal to percent, decimal to percent. Those are your 4 flaps. If you need to pause the video at this time, go ahead and get that done so you have your 4 flaps ready. Now let's talk about what you're writing on the inside. The first door we're going to do is fraction to decimal door up here on the top left. Open it up. You're going to write the steps of fraction to decimal on the inside of the flap. See, it's the inside. Our steps, fraction to decimal, step 1, divide it. Step 2, top divided by bottom, and you'll put the bottom on the outside and the top on the inside, and just do regular division until you turn it into a decimal. Here are a couple examples up here of how to do division. For example, you start with 3/4 and you divided 4 into 3, add your decimal point, and 4 goes into 3 decimal point 75, which we say in math as 75 hundredths, and your answer is 75 hundredths. Look at my long division. You're welcome to pause it at this time and and copy the steps. My next one that I did was 87 fifths was the fraction I started with. That is an improper fraction. I wanted to show you one of those. 87 will go on the inside of the division sign, and 5 will go on the outside, because we're seeing how many times does 5 go into 87. And my answer I got was 17 4/10. 17 decimal point 4 is the decimal that is equivalent to 87 fifths. And I circled my answer because that's the best way to read it. All right, I'm going to pause the video and then I'm going to walk through the next couple of windows for you.